Indeed, greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here with me again on another day. I really do appreciate your presence. Let's melt more into being, shall we? As we start melting, if you will, I'm going to read a few things worth saying. I think yesterday, I'm not even going to read it again because we had a hectic one. Let your presence always uplift another. Damn, man, like I could not have even planned a better thing worth saying than just that. Let your presence always uplift another. I made myself some lemonade with honey. I'm looking forward to it, actually. Let your presence always uplift another. It's not always easy, you know, and it can also form some sort of a self-judgment when you feel like you can't do that for someone, or when you feel like you're sad and you can't, with whatever your presence is in that single moment, uplift them. So I still think there should be some balance. But I feel, as a general statement, as something worth saying, as something you can say and just feel it out for yourself, right? Let your presence always uplift another. I'm not sure if this thing is tuning. It doesn't seem that way. Oh, look who it is. Look who it is. We have a baby dog. You want to come up? No? You want to go and follow the other dogs? Yeah, she does. There we go. I don't think it's tuning. Man. It's okay. Like, I guess. If that thing, rolls over to 14 and it's still not tuned, then it's been 2 minutes of it just tuning. So I'm going to assume that it's not working, and then I'll just start over again and we can try this again. Man, I feel like I won't have as much authenticity with reading the thing worth saying, but you YouTube friends will get to see it at least. I mean, if anything, yeah, it's not tuning. It might have tuned on your side, but it didn't tune on mine, so I'm gonna start again. Just like that. And I do believe we're gonna go live this time. I want to set an intention for why it is I want to drink this lemonade, because I'm kind of thirsting for it. So I'm gonna set the intention right off the bat. I feel like this is the second time I'm tuning in. I'm gonna wait until it's completely tuned before I continue doing anything else, so I get to spend some time with myself. What is my intention for drinking the lemonade? Like just some preparation, actually. Every single time I take a sip, I'm going to remind myself of preparation. Did our power just go off? I think it may have. Preparation. Ooh. And even, if we are prepared for things, it's not necessarily going to mean that it works out the way that we expect them to. Especially when we expect them to work out in specific ways they don't. So, like, now that we have you friends here, this is a pretty background. I'm happy that you appreciate it, Lane. I don't think we've had this one before, dude. It's the first time. It's the first time we have this background. Welp, if it did, good morning, friend. I think it did, Toasty. I think it tuned in, my friend. This is the second time I'm tuning in. And we had, like, such a, I feel, direct moment with the thing worth saying today, because as soon as I read it, I felt like it was so resounding, especially since what we went through yesterday. Yesterday's thing worth saying, like, got me really stuck. And today's thing worth saying is, let your presence always uplift another. Right? Let your presence always uplift another. And it's not always easy. It's not always easy to have that happen, because when you feel down, sometimes you feel like you can pull down another, I guess, if you're not uplifting them. But I feel in that case, instead of thinking it from in that perspective, they should think of it from it's their turn to uplift you, because you're the one feeling down. Huh? Right? I think it makes sense. Elpov! Hey Lay, thank you for joining us, friend. How have you been? How's life been treating you? It's been a while since I've seen you. You said that you've been feeling some things as of late, right? Yeah, I've been feeling some things as of late as well. Mm. You know, like it's I think the best part about it is I realize that it's a contrast thing. I'm literally introducing myself to things in my life, and then because I've introduced things into my life and I know how they can be slash how they should be, then I expect of myself for them to always be like that, and it's not always realistic, and it can really hurt us. I love you, Lay. Thank you for being here with us. Hell yeah, Thursday. How have you been, dude? I've been thinking about you, man. Day 5, right? Was it day 6? 6 days ago. I think it's 6 days ago today. Just about to get ready for work, but wanted to say hi. Thank you, Lay. I hope you have a fantastic day at work. Let your presence uplift others. Lay, I know you can. You have such a beautiful smile. Your internet is amazing, my friend. Love this view. Your internet is amazing. I'm happy that it's coming through nice and clear. Stonks. I try to live that way for people. I just love gassing people up. It's a vibe. It's such a vibe, right? And like when you do that as well, Toasty, both of you are gaining energetically from that exchange. And then as a result, they're like, you see them open up, you see them become excited themselves, and then seeing your inspiration actually inspire them, then inspires you. You're like, oh, it's actually working. And it's just this feedback loop, between human beings. It's so beautiful. That is like one of my favorite co-created things to do as well. Love you too, Mel. Have an amazing day. Love you, Lay. Love you so much. Nate is here as well. Wishing you all eternal blessings. Wishing you eternal blessings as well. I tried to picture for a second what an eternal blessing would look like, and it's quite rad, dude. It's quite rad. Yater, really, Pop? Hey, Woofs, kom, kom. You're probably gonna hear a chirp now because I'm guessing she's gonna try and jump off of that ledge. Oh, she landed it like an absolute acrobat. Man, I love that dog. What a little machine she is. I'm guessing she's trying to come my way. Or she's just trying to explore. Hi, ze woofs. Kom je hier naartoe? Ja, kom je hier naartoe? Oh, she's starting to run. Kom, ze woefters. Kom hier zo. Kom hier zo. She's just exploring. I love her so much, just watching her. Yader, thank you for being here, friend. Happy Saturday to all. Happy Saturday to you, friend. Oh my goodness. Where have you been? I'm so happy to see your smiling face. Yay. Water 87, dude. I've been on Reddit. Like it's day 164 of being on Reddit every single day without fail. We're here, dude. We're here. I did move my account to this one I'm using right now because like Reddit went through a thing where they just kind of randomly banned people, and I was one of the people that got randomly banned, so I started streaming on this account. I'm sorry if you've been looking. I'm so happy that you have found us again, friend. How have you been? How have you been, Water? Come here, you little thing. She's eating my shoes right now. You can see her little eyes darting at the shoes. Oh, she just wants to eat shoes again. Okay, I'm gonna have to put shoes away. Like, I don't want to encourage her to eat shoes, right? You don't want that. You don't want that. Nobody wants that. I shall lose. Hey, SDZ. Thank you for being here with us, friend. How have you been? Have you had another little, like, rope skipping stream? I don't think I've caught up to it. If you have. That dog is a mad lad. She really is. She's such a little character. Like, I'm happy that she's now a little bit more inquisitive and explorational in nature, because she used to be like, I need attention all the time, no matter what. And now, fortunately, she's getting to the point where She can roam by herself. Mm. My intention for drinking lemonade I made for myself today is preparation. You know, realizing what we're preparing for. Life has so much in store. How could it ever be a bore? In this moment, let's melt more. I feel so good, friends. How are you feeling? Like, do tell me, how have you been? How's life been treating you? How's your family been? How's your job situation been? Have you had a cool conversation with a colleague as of late? What did you learn recently that you found neat? Oh, share with me, friends. I'm so open. I'm flipping out about the pup dwarf. Like, she was only there for like a second, but she's so cute. You're such a proud papa. I am. Of course I am. How can I not be toasty? Like, watching her, because like she was jumping from a distance. So I've been watching her kind of get used to like the couches and stuff. Like, you'll put her on a couch, right? And then you'll like walk to go and get something quickly. And then she'll like chirp at you because she doesn't know how to jump off the couches. And now watching her like jump off of heights about as high as the couch and just being like super okay with that makes me so happy. Oh, Puff. Hello, Twaffle. Hey, Twaffle. Thank you for being here, friend. How have you been? I need to eat bastami rice. And the articles online say it's full of pesticides. Like dangerous pesticides they use in India and Pakistan. Why do you have to eat basmati rice? Is there something special about it? Like, it has something in it that is good for you? Like, can't you get it from some sort of other grain or some sort of other vegetable? And like, I don't think it would be realistic for me to suggest you start growing your own either. So like, I don't know how to help, dwarf. Cassiopeia? No, I'll stick with dwarf. I try every time. I try, but I can't. I love that you can let those dogs run around freely. I'm so happy about it as well. Like, I think if I were to be a dog, I would want to be a farm dog as well. Because they just get so much space to roam, and so many things to smell, and ay ay. Ay ay. Ay ay. Ay ay, just wolves. You YouTube friends can't see what's happening, but you Reddit friends can. You wanna go explore again? Here, come here. Come here. Hey Lisa, thank you for joining us. And hey Muffin Shark, I'm happy that you're here as well, friend. Had a too busy week. Definitely catching a break this weekend. I'm so happy to hear that, Waffle. You deserve this, friend. You deserve to relax. You deserve to take a breath. You deserve to just be in this moment, you know. Hey, it's Simon as well. Me and Simon actually were chatting. He found my Instagram through the algorithm. The algorithm was like, hey dude, you know this other dude? And he was like, yeah, I know this dude. And he like followed me on Instagram. I'm like, bruh, how did you find me here? And yeah, he just told me that it was the Instagram. We started having a chat. He got to see, you know, old fitness-oriented Estian. And yeah, I was an entirely different person. And it's such a weird experience looking back at your old like pictures and, you know, recognizing yourself, but then not knowing who it is you're looking at anymore. Ow! Did you see that? Yeah, it was me. Little monster, you. To the person who was complaining about rice with pesticides, how do you wash the rice? How about you wash the rice? I mean, salty, I guess. Like, you can rinse it and stuff. But if it's like pulled into the grains, you know, I mean, rice is pretty well known for its ability to absorb moisture and stuff, right? Like pesticides, moisture is a carrier. Toasty, Raffle, Simon, there we go. England playing football at the moment, let's go. I'm not a big sports fan, Simon. I'm sorry to say, dude. Is that gonna lose me your friendship? I'm like a little bit uninterested when it comes to like watching 90-minute sports games. Like, I'm not saying that if you do enjoy it, there's something wrong with that. Obviously not. We all get to enjoy our own things. I feel like I see what's gonna happen, right? Like, they're gonna run with the ball and they're gonna kick it. And then that just happens for 90 minutes until one team does it more or better than the other team. And then it's over. So I would like, for me, genuinely, if I was to watch a soccer game, I would like prefer to watch all of the goals or all of the runners up to the goals being kicked and then see the end score at the end of the game. Like, literally entire game condensed into like a maybe like 10-second video. Then I'd love sports. But that's not how sports are marketed at the moment. I want rice for fried rice, but I'm needing low GI. So I'm on 9 now, trying to find low GI Australian grown rice. I hope you can find it, Dwarf. I hope you can find it, friend. That sounds like a very niche thing, but I mean, there's a niche for every single person out there, so I'm sure you will be able to. I'm on a delay because of bad service. I did 1 hour jump rope stream yesterday. Oh, okay. She was like, "Oh, what's this? Is this mine? Is this mine? Is that mine stuff? I want that. Ooh, you drink stuff? I want. It's mine? It's mine this? No, it's not yours. It's not yours. It's mine." Like, that's literally why I was like keeping it above her eye level so she doesn't know what I'm doing. I'm distracting her at the same time. Ow! Ah! She recently, sorry for the wind noise, friends. She recently learned what like a fox is. Fox / jakkals in Afrikaans. And as a result of that, like, she's been very curious and very like concerned about the noises that come from the farm sometimes. And don't worry about the delay, SDZ. I know, and I have a little bit of delay myself on these streams with the comments. Oh, almost fell over, you did. Yee, the Mr. Melt, top of the morning to ya. How goes it? It's going so well, friend. It's so well, man. She's going for my drink again. Yes. Can you not? Can you not, please? I mean, this is honey and like lemon juice and water. Like, you have bowls of water, you know, that stuff is good for you. That stuff is gonna be better for you than this. I don't think sugar is good for dojas. Hey, Management Annie. Hey, Naomi. Thank you for joining us, friend. It's so nice to have you here. How have you been, Naomi? You want to jump? Or you want to go? There we go. Have you been? I'm not a big fan of sports anymore either. But you gotta support your countries when Euro or World Cup is on. Yeah, that I understand. But, like, again, I would probably want to support it with like 10-minute snippet summary videos. Hello, bro. I hope you have a good go about it today, as well as everyone else. And I wish this message finds in everyone in good company, even if it's your own company. Thank you, Razband. I appreciate that beautiful message, friend. My day is basically not really over. I mean, it's like 4:30 p.m. So, like, I know it's morning hours for you, American friend. And I do agree. You know, go about your day in a loving way, if you will. Life been up and down, mostly mental shit. But hey, I'm out of school for a couple of months. Yeah, dude. Lane, mostly for me the same thing, dude. It's always mental, dude, right, in nature. And today I actually had like a really bad nausea stint. Like, for maybe like 4 hours out of my day, I was nauseous to the point where I was like incapacitated. Like, I couldn't move properly. That's how nauseated I was, and I had to lay down. and I was like, I saged myself, and I was like doing an infinity pattern with the smoke and like focusing on my stomach, and then I laid on my back and I was like putting my hand on my stomach and putting my other hand on my third eye position, and I was like focusing so hard on just getting this nausea away because I felt completely, you know, debilitated. It was horrible. And I really like felt in that moment a very real sense of understanding for someone who is going through, like something like that, just a bodily pain that can like really ruin an experience. And as I was kind of becoming aware of someone else's potential discomfort when it comes to like bodily pain and stuff like that, I literally started telling myself, I am so grateful that I have the capacity to feel even this discomfort, the capacity to feel my blanket over my head, my capacity to hear. And I was like, I even got into this little argument with myself because I was like hearing my like little heater like running in the background, and I told myself that it was playing in the background in my little mental monologue. And I stopped myself at it, like, it's not playing, it's making noise. And then I went through this little conversation with myself, like, if I do this, right? Am I just making a noise, or was that just me playing? And then, like, as I was getting into this imagination of like what it means to play and what it means to make noise, or stuff like that, I started feeling this discomfort to dissipate. And yeah, like I just had to kind of get out of my own way, dude. The mental stuff, like, I feel our mental capacity to hurt ourselves is astounding to me sometimes. There are low GI brands online. I'm just looking into it. Okay, Dwarf. I hope that you find it, friend. The exact item that you're looking for. The one that's going to fit like a puzzle piece in your life. Or Olympics too. Yeah, Olympics I have more respect for, because then you get to watch an individual who has like crafted this art of doing thing, right? Be it run fast, be it run far, be it throw thing far, be it jump far, be it jump high. Those, like, that's just feats of humanity. That's amazing to me. Watching like someone pole vault, like, holy shit, like, why do humans do stuff like that? I don't know, but it's sick. It's so cool. I love seeing stuff like that. Don't know. Your name is Lane. It fits you. My name is not Lane. Lane is Lane Butler Music, our friend, in the chat as well. Kiki wants that sweet, sweet homemade lemonade. Yeah, she did, dude. She gave up though. She's now back into the ethereal nature, on her little path to self-exploration while she explores her immediate environment. Silliest is my favorite. Dude, that name. What does the fox say? Dude, like, you're giving me mild flashbacks from like when I was teaching English in China. Children love that song, dude. Oh man, I'm just like, I'm having these flashbacks of thinking about the kids and play acting as the fox and this and that because the kids adore it. Oh man, life and an experience is such a cool thing. Preparation. Every sip I take, I'm reminding myself about the power of preparation. I have found low GI Australian grown white rice. It's called Pungara rice, so I will check it out further. Like, I feel like at this point you're memeing, right, Dwarf? Are you memeing right now about the rice? Which is good because I only cook 50 grams or less for myself for one meal. 50 grams of dry rice, right? And then you probably add water to it. GI or 53 only costs 350 for 750 grams. Yeah, so then you get like, quick maths, 15 meals out of, or 15 rice portions out of $3.50, which is not that bad, I guess. Your vibe is contagious. I'm like, that's the point, right? I'm giving you some vibes, dude. Take them, put them in your pocket. Take them out, give them to someone else. Have them put it in their pockets. Hopefully they take it out and give it to someone else again. Very soon, the vibes would be in all of our pockets, and we can just kind of reach in and get some vibes when we need them. You get what I'm talking about? I'm talking about this phone you're having in your hand right now. Oh, like maybe you have a computer, but I'm pretty sure you have a phone as well. We literally have the capacity to influence our entire states of being with a small little window. Obviously, we have the capacity to do that with ourselves as well, just with conscious attention, relaxation, calming down, and making sure you're speaking a little bit slower because you're getting excited, right? Right? We have so much power over ourselves. And these devices that we have power over us as well. But we should be the masters of these things, not the other way around. Man, me getting getting off track. I think it may go down like to 25 to 30 gram raw rice per meal. Like, is that a bowl full? Like, I'm trying to visualize what 50 grams of rice looks like dry, and then trying to from there figure out how it would look like hydrated. And I feel like it would be a decent sized bowl, right? Not too much rice, like maybe like this much rice. Why? Like, I'm invested now, dwarf. I'm so invested now. Oh, thank you. I had some bad nausea last night as well, but that's because I ate a whole pizza by myself. Dude, like, I didn't eat much yesterday, and I didn't eat much today, and I like felt like maybe the nausea was coming from that. Like, I went for the whole shebang that comes with nausea, right? It's very uncomfortable, but it is the way that it is. Can't imagine where you put a whole pizza, Lisa, being a savage. My metabolism is faster than Usain Bolt. There we go. Yeah, I had to. I knew that was the case. Damn. Hey, Dragon. Thank you for joining us, friend. In my opinion, the mental journey is one of the most challenging journeys we embark upon. It's a life journey, yeah. And it's not one we can technically ever really get over or get through or, get to the end of the journey. It's going to be like kind of walking into this eternal jungle, and you're just walking into the jungle, and like every second tree you pass you see something wonderful, like a wonderful animal, or a beautiful insect, or an event in nature where something eats another, or you see a leaf kind of fall slowly onto the ground, just something beautiful, right? And you can continue moving through this like jungle, oh, I wasn't behind this tree, oh, I was behind this tree. As you traverse, that's what life is. It's that process of like, oh wow, oh look, what's this? Oh wow, look, wow, oh look at this. And then sometimes, there's alligator, or probably a hippo in the middle of the jungle, because there's a lot of water and stuff, right? Maybe bears, and we get nommed. But if we, stopped living out of the fear of getting numbed at the end of our journeys, we will paralyze ourselves. We'll stop and we'll just stay in our little part of the jungle. Never get to actually explore the rest of it. Am I making sense? I hope so. I do hope so. I don't know. I still put my money on Bolt. How would you quantify it? So, like, the only way I'm thinking of quantifying it is how much energy is being burnt by Lane's metabolism versus how much speed Usain Bolt has. So, like, now I'm trying to extrapolate. Like, let's say in a 100-meter dash, right? When he does like his super sprints, does he use up more energy than Lane eats in a single pizza? Or than his metabolism uses? Maybe that would be the better one. Why are we talking about these esoteric ideas because nobody else is. We have to be the ones talking about them. Plant says, hello, hope everyone's having a good one. I hope you're having a good one as well, friend. Thank you for being here with us. How have you been? You're like Elaine. Plus, you're a rock star. You burn the calories jamming. Absolutely. Uh, that's the unfortunate thing, is that our mind over matter is not the best accomplishment in some situations. Yeah, it's also true. That is very true. Holy crap, my eyes have just been assaulted by kale lasagna. No thank you. Kale lasagna. Do they use kale leaves instead of lasagna sheets? If that's the case, that's a big yikes. If they just add like kale, you know, for instance, sliced up kale into the white sauce, I would still go for a slice of that kale lasagna, but kale instead of pasta, I'm not going to be that keen on it. I mean, it's still going to be cheese, white sauce, and mince at the end of the day. You can make anything good if you add enough cream to it. It's something my dad likes to say. He believes, and he says he's going to do this one day. He believes you can literally cook grass, and if you add enough cream to it, it will also be palatable. But we all push through. We all find ourselves within it, and nothing can take that away from ourselves completely. Coming through the other side of things. Yeah, it's true, friend. It's true. We don't have to be too concerned about coming out on the other side, right? Because I feel that is almost setting ourselves up for an expectation, right? We're setting an idealistic expectation where eventually we're going to come out of this thing that we don't want to be in, when we're in this thing for a reason. And realizing that and becoming more present for that, I feel is the only way we can really take full advantage of this life. Thank you for the silver. I appreciate it, friend. Free the vibes. Free the vibes. But I like your math. That's a fourth of rice. Huh. I like your math. It's a fortnight of rice. I eat once a day. Yeah, pretty much. That is some stonks, actually. I hope you don't just eat rice, Torf. That's also not sustainable, my friend. Life has been busy. Work has been busy. Maybe warmer weather makes people want to chop their hair off. But things have been good. New mattress is lovely. Got my outdoor planters planted with flowers. Thank you for the tree hug, Naomi. That sounds wonderful, friend. That's like, I felt like I actually went through a little bit of a story with you, right? You saying about the warmer weather. I'm just imagining people being like, "Oh man, it's so warm," huffing and puffing all the way to the hairdresser. You're like snipping them. Then you get to go home and you're like sleeping on your very comfortable new mattress, and you're like, "Oh yes, this is the way it's supposed to be." And then afterward, you wake up, you're well rested, and you get to plant these beautiful plants. I hope that they flourish soon. Do you know how long it's gonna take? Is it like a multiple year type of thing, or do they flower every year? I mean, you're still gonna have to wait a year, right? Because it's only gonna be next spring. Does it work like that? I think so. 50 GR would be like a bowl of rice, bro. I think so as well, yeah. Oh, look, wow. Hey, Rena, thank you for being here with us. I appreciate your presence, my friend. How have you been? How's life been treating you? Some people want to get numbed. That's a trip. Yeah. It's also true, dude. Awesome. Naomi shares some pictures of the Discord. Like, I want to say something to you about that as well, too. See, some people like go into this jungle, right? And knowing that they're gonna get nommed at some point, so they'll go to the more dangerous parts of the jungle. So this is, the thing that's really cool about humanity as well. Like, we all have access to so many things. For example, we have access to skydiving, right? People die doing skydiving. Skydiving in itself is in its nature not an inherently safe thing to do. I would love to skydive. I'm gonna skydive at some point in my life as well. Absolutely. I'm gonna take you friends with me while skydiving. That would be the sickest thing ever. But that being said, it's not necessarily something that is safe in nature, right? And yet people can do stuff like that, even though they know these things aren't safe to do. We get so much fulfillment and enjoyment just out of doing things for the sake of having done them. Walking past the dangerous tree, even if there might be a bear hiding behind it. Not living in a way where we worry about the potential bear that's behind it, but walking into it even if there is a bear behind it, because this is the way. This is what life is. Awesome, Naomi. I share some pictures with Discord. I would love to see some pictures. Please do. The dum dum, he beats you, bro. I'm not sure who you mean beats me, friend. Lane, who also often. Yeah, I don't keep track. Yeah, like every time you make a little bit of a note in a little notebook. Okay, 10:15. Weigh yourself before and after. I lost exactly 573 grams. Man, I'm just imagining, because there is someone like that in the world. Like, if I can imagine it, it has been done. Because I've definitely don't have an infinite mind, but we do have an infinite universe. So in our infinite universe, or the infinite states that creation could have been in, there is someone that does that daily, have been doing that their entire, maybe not their entire lives, but as long as they've had a choice to do something like that, they've been doing it daily, like, religiously. What do you do with that data, though? Maybe it would be valuable to your doctor. I think so, maybe. Like, maybe a little bit. We get into the weirdest ideas, friends. I love you so much. Northern Lolo, thank you for being here, friend, and I appreciate the helpful. How have you been? I imagine Lane as a superhero when you said that with long hair he was running. I'm good. Haven't been here for a stream for a while, but I'm glad you're still going. I'm still going, Plants. It's going strong, friend. You don't have to worry about not being here for stream. You're loved eternally and forever, and I know that you're doing your own thing in life, right? All I'm asking is, when you're doing your own thing in life, is to do it lovingly, to uplift your fellow human beings. Why do I grow tumors? So the reason tumors grow is because a cell basically dies, and instead of the normal process where it kind of breaks apart and gets reabsorbed, it continues to hold its shell, and as a dead cell, it tries to reproduce itself. And then you get like cases where this dead cell not only reproduces itself, but it like calls for more energy than a cell would usually call for. So it uses more of your body's resources to actually grow something that is already dead. And in that way, we all already have cancer, because cancer is no other than our own body cells that have died but aren't, replicating. Hopefully our dead cells are being actually broken down and reutilized. That's actually the mindset behind fasting as well. Not to hype the fasting train a little bit more, but fasting basically acophagizes all of those dead cells, kind of reducing the risk. I believe, I'm not saying this is fact or scientifically based, I believe it could help reduce your chances for cancer and tumors. It also like upregulates growth hormone and stuff like that as well. So it might actually boost the growth of certain tumors or like cancers. But I'm not saying that's a guaranteed. I'm just playing devil's advocate for both sides. Just want to remind everyone to press that upvote. Dude, like I never remind people to press the upvote button. Like I feel, I don't know, I just don't. I just I believe people are divine enough and intelligent enough to press the upvote button out of their own accord. Because the human body is kind of still in beta. Yeah, pretty much, dude. And I appreciate it, though. I appreciate it so much, Simon. Like, I do, dude. You're such a cool dude. Like, thank you. Thank you for reminding me as well about the upvote button. Eyebrows are so strange. I've just been watching Melts. They're so expressive. Yeah. That's why I have freaking, what do you call them? Wrinkles already, dude. But I'm okay with it. Like, I think it's a trade-off. Having expressive eyebrows with the trade-off of having wrinkles at I had wrinkles at like 19 up here on my forehead. So like having wrinkles at 19, but having expressive eyebrows, I think it's a fair trade, give and take, right? Mm. Lane just broke the glass ceiling, and now we are all just going to watch Mel's eyebrows. I'm watching my own eyebrows as well. I can't see myself on the camera, but I'm like subconsciously watching the way that I pull my face and move my eyebrows, and it's exhausting now because now I'm thinking about it. Shit. I just heard if you click the upvote button or WE, it's called. It turns orange if you're a cool cat. Holy shit, I didn't know that, dude. The upvote button turns orange when you press it? Who knew? Who knew? Some people said it was red. I think you have to check, friends. I think you have to make sure. You have to tell me. Is it orange or is it red, friend? Let's get some hype with the upvote button. I think it's orange. I personally feel it's an orange button. Lamar. Cannot see it now. Yeah, I'm like so blown out as well. Probably. Like I have a light shining on my face, but versus the sun, my light is a little bit, maybe just a bit inadequate. Just a wee bit. Like technically you get studio lights that can actually outcompete, but like my eyes will probably have like holes burned into it or something. Not necessarily my eyes, but my my cones, because my eye is technically the lens for those. Lamar, can't see it now. Now I make a fried rice. It is a third or three quarters vegetables, sorry, spices, sauces, and a quarter rice and an egg. The veggies for fried rice are cheap, especially the Asian greens. So dinner costs about $2 max. That sounds really good, dwarf. That sounds really really good. So now I'm curious as well. Do you have like a big wok and like a really high heat when you're making your fried rice? I don't know if you've seen. Is it Alex, the French cook? Salut. He starts his videos off of salut every single time, right? He's like doing a video series about him learning how to make the perfect fried rice, and he's just such an amazing videographer. I love his videos so much. I aspire for that level of oomph. We'll get there. We will. Mm-mm-mm. Uh, had an awesome acupuncture session yesterday for self appreciation. It really makes a global reset. I really was in a oh, look, wow kind of state where I was just able to take in everything around me without having too much thoughts. It was amazing. I'm so happy to hear that, Rena. I still haven't done acupuncture. I would like to. It is something that fascinates me. Dragonborn, it's been a while since I've seen you, friend. Good morning to you. It's nice to have you here. Experiences are life. Yep. Isn't that the truth? Wait, are you one of the people stuck at that festival? That's a trippy question, dude. Mm, that's a real trippy question. Hmm. You? No, no, I'm not. But I do like to think about stuff like that. Not just in the way that you asked it, but like going a little bit farther with it as well. Really far with it, right? Being stuck in a place, even though that place doesn't have to be an actual place, but a place in your mind maybe as well. I'm just looking now. It makes meals maximum cost $2. Then I have a quarter crab and a quarter or less protein and a half vegetable for my health. It costs a $2 max, and it's low GI. That sounds so healthy, actually. Like if I had to choose to eat only one meal for the rest of my life, I would probably eat stir fry. For that reason as well. Like you can just add so many things to it. It's so diverse, and it's usually good. Spend some time in nature today as well. Woo! That's so nice. Like, how far is nature for you, Rena? Do you have to like drive to go and see it? Can you like get on a bicycle and like go and explore? Like, I'm really curious as well. Like, do you friends mind telling me how far is it to get to a place where there's like a park or some sort of thing like that? How far do you have to commute to find somewhere where there's just kind of nature in your immediate field of vision? Consistency, color time. Okay, I'll stop. Dude, stop, please, please. Oh, believe me, because I imagined all of those things, dude. Like, I imagined detailed descriptions for each one of those, and like the different days and the different times, dude. I'm a very imaginative person. My mind kind of like reels with every single thing I say. That's why I kind of feel lost sometimes in my own words. Start saying things and I start tripping about the things I'm saying, and then I say things about that, and then I'm like, why did I say that? And then I think about why I said that, and then I think about why I was asking myself, why I was thinking, why I should ask myself, why I was thinking. I need to stop. I need to stop. Okay. Uh, Believe me, this is harder than you think. Now, it sounds hard, friend. It sounds like a mission. It sounds like a mission. Acupuncture sounds so cool. I want to get a session someday. Yeah, we will, dude. I mean, we get to experience all that life has to offer, right? The flowers I planted this year are annuals, so they will only last all the year. A few are already flowers, but I can't wait for them to grow and fall out. Yeah, that's a problem. Like, you live in a very cold place, right, Naomi? So it's going to be cold for a long time during the winter. So if things don't get to really establish themselves, like, we're going to kind of die. And like flowers, in essence, are usually a little bit more thin in nature, so they don't really stand that up that well to cold. I understand. I understand completely. Nope. No needle. Nope. You don't like the idea of people pressing needles into your back, dude, so close to your spine and shit. Kind of trips me out as well, man. I must say. But like, again, it's about the bear thing, right? Like, I feel myself being resistant to this acupuncture thing, and then I'm like, are you scared of the bear, dude? Huh? Think that bear is gonna numb you? Hmm? And I'm like, okay, let's go, let's go. Let's see if the bear numbs. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Ah, isn't it strange that we're told our whole lives we learn from failure and not be afraid of failing, yet we punish people when they fail? Yeah, it's kind of backwards. Like, there's a lot of really confusing stuff happening in the world. And I feel like our podcasts have been like more spicy focused, oriented. Like, we talk about the hard things these days. We had Tech Guy on the podcast yesterday, and we discussed some really serious stuff as well. And it can be exhausting, to talk about these things. You can feel like properly, almost in a state of pain after you've discussed things that are painful in nature. But I think it's more important to do that than to ignore the things that are happening, or to ignore the feelings that are associated with them. It's really wholesome. I recommend it a lot. Okay. I wouldn't think of acupuncture as wholesome. Like, I think that may be an element of your masseuse. Is that what you call them? Your acupuncturer? Yeah, like, I think it has to do a lot of that as well. That's the scientific method, my man. Yeah, question everything, dude. Question everything. Good old Socratic method. Walking past the dangerous tree. Good morning, friend. Hey, Dish. Thank you for joining us again, friend. How long has it been? How have you been? It's so nice to see you. In movies, why don't they get rid of glass pieces on seat after they smash the car window? I don't know either, friend. It bothers me. That would be such an uncomfortable experience. You'll probably have like a bunch of cuts on your ass as well as a result of that, because they break into like little like cubes. So as you like shift around, they're gonna roll and like have sharp edges. Nope. That doesn't sound nice. I definitely try to uplift. I know you do, friend. I know you do. That's all we can try to do. Yee yee melt more. Huddle. Woo. I love the enthusiasm, dude. How have you been, Rooster? How have you been, dude? Like I think it has been so long that I don't even remember your username, dude. Do forgive me. Rooster, you will be forever cemented into my brain now. Simon, I know, right? At my old job, I was in the wrong to ask a question, even if I wasn't training. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, I love sciencey melt. Not Bill Nye the Science Guy. Trying to think of something. Melt more the science bore. Like I hope it's not too boring when I get into the sciencey aspect of stuff. Luckily, my new job is a lot more accepting of my dumbass. I'm happy to hear that, Lane. You should be treated as a human being at the end of the day. Haley Daily Blurt, thank you for being here with us. Mammy is here as well. A quick hi and much love to you, Mel. Hope your Sunday has been good. Mammy has been fantastic. It's been absolutely blessed, and I hope that you have a fantastic one as well. Bro, I feel like you haven't danced in a while. I danced yesterday, OK Symphony, and the day before that. I didn't dance this morning though. Probably dance again tomorrow. It's nice to see you again, friend. Eyebrow lines ain't wrinkles, you goober face. Eyebrow lines aren't wrinkles? Stonks, dude. Yes, I can take that or erase it off of my list of things that I've accomplished. I hope to have all of the crow's feet, because of how much I've smiled in my life. like a like a proof of look, so many smiles accumulated. England won. Whoop whoop. Is that a good thing? Or no? How dare England win? I've covered both bases. I gotta go cook. Have a good one, Mammy. Have such an amazing day. Like I hope that your meal serves you well. Man, your stream's alive. There we go. You have another one. Yeah, like I actually saw you. Like I think you didn't know me and Simon were already like friends. So and then Mammy saw me in Simon's stream and we were like connecting on Simon's stream and she was like, "Oh, I knew you would love Sinsane's energy, Simon's energy." And I was like, "Yup, I definitely do." I was drawn to it. I don't understand why people like to have wrinkles. They're just natural. We all get them regardless of age. Yeah, I'm not tripping about it, Lane. I mean, it's something that I was tripping about when I was 19. I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like trying to ask my mom for her anti-wrinkle cream, and I was like, no, fucking, this can't be happening. And then I was like, I literally did that for I think 3 weeks, and I was like, dude, how long are you gonna keep doing this for? And how long do you think it's gonna work? And I was like, you know what? I don't care. It's not gonna make a difference. I'm not my body. Mm-mm-mm. Our body is capable of expressing itself better than the words we use most of the time. We use all of the resources. Yeah, I do try to, friend. I do try to. Man, just human expression is so divine. Communication devices, these bodies of ours, right? We can communicate with almost all of it. And I feel dancing is an almost like a communication between you and the music, right? The music communicates something to you, and then you reply. You have a conversation back with it. And that's why you'll see me very picky. If I don't like the conversation, then I'm like, dude, I'm not talking about this right now. Then I change the track. It's really how it is sometimes. Just a wee bit. Exactly, Rena. Came to upvote. Thank you, my bear friend. I appreciate that so much. Love and light to you. Do tell us what color it turns. Huh? What color is the upvote button turn? Is it red? Is it orange? I'm not sure. You have to find out. I'm hoping the store will let me exchange my stuff I bought today. I bought the wrong oats. I bought quick oats instead of steel cut. And I bought the whole rice So I hope they will let me exchange tomorrow. I mean, if you still have your slip and stuff, and you haven't opened them, I'm pretty sure it'll be okay. Sir, this isn't Benihana. No, yeah, it doesn't have to be friend. Doesn't like we can be whatever we want to be, regardless of environment, regardless of position in the universe, right? I don't have to be anywhere to be anything. I get to be everything, anywhere. Thank you for the all-seeing upward bear. I appreciate that, friend. Sending you positive vibes. They will let you exchange them, I'm sure. Aren't we all just stuck at the festival until we aren't? Yeah. That was what I was thinking as well, Toasty. I was like, dude, what a trip of a question that is. Missed you too. Had a crazy week in Las Vegas. Okay, that sounds sick, dude. Like that, I mean, I would ask questions, but what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? Yes. Oh, take it off the list of things I've never done before. I've never been able to say that to someone. Yeah, that feels good. And like another thing, Toasty, you've had that experience of feeling stuck at a festival, right? It's it's a very surreal and real. It feels so like, oh goodness, why am I not learning this thing I'm supposed to be learning? That's what the feeling is, and it's scary almost. Unless you're Lane, we are stuck until we decide not to be. Yes. Until we realize that we aren't actually. What do you think nature stops? I don't think nature stops anything, friend. I think nature is the thing that's producing everything. Technically, we're part of nature as well. And even though we are producing these plastics and stuff, that is also technically nature. Even though it's synthetic, right, in nature, it's still natural. And I know, like, bear with me. I'm not saying what we're doing right now and pumping plastics in our oceans is a good thing. Absolutely not. But I'm saying it's still natural. Because the same way we think it's natural for a cannabis plant to produce THC, it's natural for a human being to produce a plastic bottle in that same way. I don't think it's necessarily the best thing to produce, right? Because the plastic bottle in itself doesn't contain or carry nearly as much value for nature in the same sense. But it is natural still. And on the grand scheme of things, nature will probably evolve a fungus that will be able to like dissolve those plastics and all of the stuff in our oceans and utilize that as well. We might not be around for that anymore, but the planet would be able to do or recover completely from these natural events. That's just the nature of our infinite universe. And the scale of the things in it. I think, I hope so. We'll find out because they changed all of the exchange rules because of COVID hoarders. I mean, like, you probably have like information about when it is you bought it, so I think that'll be good information. Oh no, I'm surrounded with nature. My closest woods, the pics you saw already, is like a 5-minute bike ride away. But just like 1 minute is enough to get into an isolated park. Ooh, that's a blessing, Rena. That's an absolute blessing. I hope that you know that as well. I'm so happy for you, friend. But it is more isolated nature today, so I could melt into the ground while getting some sunlight and practicing fourfold breath. Fourfold breath. Please do elaborate. Is that fourfold breath? Feels good. It feels very expansive. But wasn't more isolated. Oh, I've already read one, sorry. I showed it to my wife and was like, this is what my brain does. And she was like, holy shit, that sucks. Yeah, yeah. And like, it's literally like catching yourself in yourself doing it and being like, okay, just step back. You see, the thing you think is happening, it's happening there. And then you're like, oh, okay, I should probably, yeah, stop. It's not always easy. It can get very convincing, but we can. Acupuncture helped my golden retriever walk in the worked. It worked miracles for him in the final year. You did acupuncture on your golden retriever. I didn't even know acupuncture on dogs was a thing, Lavender Jones. Thank you so much for sharing that information with me. That's amazing. Oh, that makes me happy, actually. I was so happy to hear that it helped him so much as well, friend. It's wholesome because it puts holes in you. That's perfect! Toasty dude! Oh my goodness, like, how do you think of something like that? That's so perfect. So, another friend said, Rena said, it's wholesome to get acupuncture. And I was like saying, I think it would be wholesome in the nature of the person doing the acupuncture, but not the actual acupuncture itself. And Toasty came through with, it's wholesome because it puts holes in you. Dude, what a yours, that's fantastic, but I love that so much. Love the idea of acupuncture used on animals. Intrigued how they make them not more how they make them not more for the treatment time. Hmm. Like, I guess I understand what you're saying, but I feel like maybe something was lost. Mm. Like, I didn't know it was a thing even. Never mind that it can help dogs. That's amazing. It must be so specialized though. Maybe that's the thing we have to get into. Dog acupuncture. I'm joking. I know it's very beneficial, dude. You slayed me with that, man. I love that so much. I meant wholesome in a way that it works physically, spiritually, and mentally at the same time. Oh, so like wholesome in the case where it's all inclusive, right? Yeah, I feel that as well. Thank you so much. I feel like my mind is just being expanded of understanding because I have you friends as, interactive partners. Because I was like stuck in this understanding of it could only be wholesome if the person doing it to you, because I'm very intentional oriented with the reason that I do things, and I'm very focused and like aware of that when it comes to like interactions with other beings. So if the person putting needles in me isn't wholesome, right, and doing it with loving intent, if they're like, oh, I'm gonna get this job done, let me put the needle there, and like, that's not exactly the same energy of like, okay, I'm going to help heal this person, I'm going to find all of these spots on their individual body, and then like going through a more thoughtful process. And then, as Serena and I said, it helps her balance physically, spiritually, and mentally. I wonder what the nature of that is. Like, what does acupuncture actually do? Like, I don't know. Like, I understand putting needles in you and like certain points, right? Very specific points. But does that alleviate pressure? Does it damage the muscle in a little bit where it stimulates like resources to go towards that area? And then by doing that over a pattern over your body, are you painting like an energetic map? Like, maybe like our brain has the capacity to heal our bodies in this way, but then by doing acupuncture and then starting like off from the neck and going down, we're like connecting grids of energy to our entire system. Like, that's the only way that I can, like, I was going through the whole like scientific understanding of it, of just energy being transferred because you're technically injuring a muscle cell, so it signals for like, oh, there's an intruder, is this big ass needle in us, like, send help. Right. And then maybe in that way, like, that help being sent just like forms like a pattern or a flow over your body. I don't know anything about that, but I mean, sharing our divine understandings of things, right? This is what makes expression wonderful, and also what makes this as a co-created thing is wonderful as well, because you can tell me as complete ass, this is actually how it works, and I would love to know. Please do. uh you are on a hot one today. Yeah, he's on fire, absolutely. Lavender, that was your pupper's name. I'm also curious. It seriously extended his quality of life. Without it, he wouldn't walk. That sounds fantastic. I'm so happy that he got to walk during his last few years or last few months as well. It's been so long since you last danced. Over 12 hours. Over 12 hours, dude. Goodness. How have I let these friends down with such extreme accuracy? I've not danced in 12 hours? What am I doing with my life? I need to. You've done quite a few rugs, haven't you? Like, it's fun to walk on rugs, but I don't think it's the be all end all of what human experience is supposed to be, or the ideas we get to share only comes from having experienced stuff like that. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Whoa, your stream froze. Is it just me? Reddit has been pretty hectic, dude. It's been pretty hectic. Like with Lady Morai streams, for some reason specifically, I will like watch for a bit and then it will suddenly just completely glitch out, and I'll have to close completely and even close in the app tray my Reddit app and then open it back up again and then find the stream again for it to work. I love you, Reddit. I love you. I know it's gonna get better. I'm sending you just love, 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 love. Love the shirt today, my friend. Lots of love. I'm happy that you appreciate it, friend. It's a loud one. Oh, it screams, but I love it so much. All of them flowers. All of them flowers. Dancing can also be a conversation between people. Absolutely, absolutely, and it's the same in nature as well, because it's like a now. Or I think of it almost as a song as well, instead of it just as dancing. But I think there's elements to dancing and songs as well, because I'm singing, right? And you can okay, for instance, let's say I say, "Hi, what's your name?" Right? And that's now la 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 la. Hi, what's your name? It's a little song that we sing, and then as a result, you respond, "My name is Lane." Right? Little songs we sing each other. Oh, it's beautiful. Should I stream after you again today? Let go, dude. Like you missed me hyping people up for your stream as well. I was talking for like probably a minute about how great you are, what it is you're doing, your condition, why it is you're doing what you're doing, the pump it up versus the roller skating. And then when I got off, you were stonking, dude. It was so nice to see. Felt perfectly divine in nature. Well played, Meltmore. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Yeah, dude. Use sunscreen every day. It will help keep wrinkles at bay. I don't spend too much time in the sun, fortunately, like, in a direct nature. Wait, what feeling of being stuck at a festival? What you mean? I think that's like a conversation. So let me have this conversation. Like I once played with like 550 little lions at a festival, and they were very informational in nature. And as a result of the things I was learning from playing with these lions, I felt like I realized how little that I knew, right? I think that's where I really started understanding of the not know mind, right? The impermanence of our nature as well. And when I was in that state of knowing, right, I kind of knew that it was something I was not knowing. So I became aware of what I wasn't aware. And then, like, when you become aware of something like that, it can kind of get you stuck. We already have bacteria that can eat our plastic. Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like on a global scale, it will be something that happens. That's a cool virus name. I'm going to try to read it. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for whole seconds. Okay, so I'll just, count with my fingers, I guess. Let's do it this way instead. So. Oh man, my fingers are so cold already. Sounds good. I'll have to try that on my own actually. Do you use a timer or do you do it instinctually? I'm curious, Rena. Full breath is exhale through the nose for 10 seconds and inhale through the mouth for 5. Okay. Thank you, No Loli, for letting me know. And thank you for being here as well, friend. How have you been? How have you been? Sorry, opposite. Mouth exhale and inhale nose. Okay, yeah. I was about to say as well. You technically want to inhale through your nose because it preps the air that you're breathing. It makes it a little bit more moist, heats it up a little bit, filters out some debris. It's the way your body wants to breathe. I live in Santa Barbara, and we have the mountains on one side and the oceans on the other. 5 to 10 minutes drive to great hiking trails and beaches. That sounds blessed. That sounds so blessed, Dragon. And I know now the hard question is as well is how regularly do you take advantage of that? Because that's usually the hardest part, right? It's just showing up to that as well. It's important to exhale longer than inhale, and you don't require to hold. Use nose to inhale and mouth to exhale to practice abdomen breathing like Marines. Yeah, technically, your chest is not supposed to expand. You're supposed to breathe with your stomach, right? Because your abdomen is supposed to relax, and then your stomach is supposed to give way for that to happen. I think that's what abdomen breathing is. We'll try that as well. Perfect. Hey, buddy, I got a bit of energy for you. Ooh, give me the energy, Uncle Becky. Bit of energy, dude. Feels like, oh, actually. Oh, thank you, friend. I appreciate it. I was happy to tune into your stream for a bit. Like I was literally going live or like going into the RPAN to go live on my end, and then it opened directly up to your stream, and I was like, this is exactly where I needed to be, you know, before I go live as well, and I had to share some love with you. And yeah, thank you, Uncle Becky, for doing what you do as well. I wanted to say as well, I also sometimes have cattle stuck in bushes. I don't know about other animals, but I sat on the floor with him, and he was cool the whole time. The doctor would place the needles along his spine and paws and leave them maybe 20-30 minutes. He would just chill together. He was a very good dog. That's amazing. Like I'm surprised that is how short they do it for as well. Or long, sorry. I thought they would do it for a lot shorter of a duration. Maybe he knew what was happening. Or was he just, you know, old and like prone to being a little bit more tired. My dog's name was Bobby. It took me 2 years to get another dog. We now finally, who looks just like Kiki. We now have Finley, who looks just like Kiki. Oh, what are the odds of that, dude? I need to see a picture now. Lavender. Sorry, not dude. Dudette. Oh, that sounds amazing. I'm sorry to hear that you lost Bobby as well. That is tragic. Who looks? Is it the same breed as Kiki as well, Lavender Jones? I'm really curious. Also a Jack Russell. You're very skilled in speaking in code to avoid the YouTube algorithm. You know what it is I'm doing, dude. I'm trying to because like this is not the only thing that we're trying to talk about, but the YouTube algorithm will literally, well, just remove. I think it's already happened. It's the thing as well. So I've accepted it. I'm like but I still believe that the actual topic, in its nature, I'm not too comfortable talking about because it might be seen as encouragement, and that's the last thing that I want to do, because I believe that we're all very different in nature. The experiences we have are going to be very subjective based on the lives that we've lived and the things that we, you know, repeat in our own heads, and that's going to be amplified. And I don't know what that nature for every single person in the world is, so I can't rightly give recommendations because of that. I am way too naive, way too naive, but I can talk about my own experiences, and that I am willing to do. Oh, it's getting cold. That one's for Bobby. There we go. Thank you so much, Toasty. Gratitude for the openness and warmth of this group. I'm so happy to have you here. It's Kristen, right? Kerr. It's nice to have you here, friend. How have you been? So we figure where consciousness derives from. I know we can. Can we figure where consciousness derives from? I don't think so, really. No, Lily. Because I feel the nature of consciousness is not in this dimension. It's something that is without dimension. Something that is without scale, without substance, without, anything. It is, right? That is the true nature of it. So I don't really think we'll be able to point at it and say this is what it is. I don't think so, unfortunately. All right, I'll put on clothes. Have you been naked this whole time, dude? Put on some clothes, please. I look forward to tuning into yours as well, man. To you friends in here right now, Simon, or Sinsane, has a condition. It's called... Please let them know, Simon, you would be the best to. It's a condition where he wakes up sometimes, or maybe all of the times, with pains all over his body, like needles almost sticking into him. And if he doesn't get to a point where he sweats, that pain doesn't go away. So this dude, regardless of this condition that he has, gets into it. In pain, he starts to dance. And then as he dances and interacts with us friends, he's such a groovy dude, such an amazing talker, such a funny guy. And then he just gets you to smile. He gets himself to smile, and then he gets himself to sweat, and then relieve this stress, this tension, this pain that he has. And watching that happen, it's an energy that you're sharing with friends. And thank you so much for doing that, Simon. If your friends are interested when he goes live, you should tune into him as well. Hey, tech guy, it's so nice to have you here. Howdy friends, hope everyone is having a wonderful Sunday. I'm having such a good Sunday. Thank you, tech guy. How was yours, man? Thank you for joining us yesterday on the podcast. I did let our friends know. I think maybe somewhere today I should have a link. I'll share it with you friends. We had some really serious chats. I told them about some of the nature of the chats. We were talking about some heavy stuff, and that can be exhausting as well. Like a supernovae has created all, but why are we aware of control of our unit? So I believe the I consciousness, right, the experiencer of this life that we're experiencing right now, is infinite and eternal throughout all of us. So it's in that nature that we are all one. We just experience these individual bodies, and no matter what unit we're in, be it in a tree or an animal or a human body, depending on the amount of faculties we have, we gain more or less understanding through reasoning. That's what I believe. So that's why we have these thoughts. But I don't know anything, and it's all speculation. What's the point of being here? The simulation. Dude, the point of you being here is that if you weren't here, the simulation would stop. Alright? You have to stay. You're necessary, dude. I need you. Lavender Jones. Sorry. I haven't streamed in a bit. I might tonight. There we go. We have another friend streaming. Lane Butler Music is grunge metal, death metal, growl metal. I don't know what genre it exactly is. Lane, you should let us know. But he's an artist, an absolute amazing artist that makes music and also streams the process of that, streams the divine expression that is Lane, about how he feels about music and about life in general as well. So do tune into his stream as well after this one. Or after Sinsanes. You have 3 lined up. 3.5 hours worth of content? What more can you ask for? Our pan is so rich. I have to get ready for the date though. I'll talk to you guys later. Love and light, my friends. Wishing you all a great Sunday. Thank you, Lane. Have a great one as well, friend. It was nice having you here. I'm glad the birds are joining in. One of my favorite parts of your stream is listening to bird sounds of the birds that are not native here. I'm so happy that you enjoy that, Lavender Jones. I don't know how much of there is today. It's pretty quiet, actually. You hear one in the background. Also hear a Kiki making a bunch of noise. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Hopefully do have a good day. Are you in Kenya? No, South Africa. I use my fingers as well, but after a while I stopped counting and let my body do it automatically. Okay, I feel that. Thank you, Rena. Inhale, exhale, just an ounce in the male. Sorry, one track mind. Yes. Did I crash for everyone? I hope not. I hope that you're still here, tech guy. Abdominal breathing is healthier. I can think so as well, because you're breathing as your body intends to, as it should. That totally sounds like a cheer. I think so as well. Yeah, crash. Oh no, there it goes. I'm good, man. I'm sorry. I'm guessing it's crashing on your side, friends. I'm still here. I want to get to the bottom of your comments before leaving, so I'm like, I'm trying. I'm speedrunning a little bit. I'm good, man. Here, bored as hell. Sending love, sending you love as well. No, Loli, thank you for joining us, friend. Working again for me. I'm happy to hear that. How was the podcast yesterday? Shit, tagged the wrong user. There we go. You have a YouTube? I do. No, Loli. These streams are being uploaded to YouTube, and it's uploaded in 60 FPS, 1080p. Normal aspect ratio, if you will. So you get more of this background, if that is something you're interested in. I put a pic in Discord of Finley. She is not a Jack Russell. She just looks exactly like a taller one. She is mixed breed, lab boxer, American, Staffordshire. That sounds amazing. I can't wait to see her. Bro, what happened to the morning casts? I've not streamed in the mornings for a whole of like 12 hours, and I got called out twice. How dare I? How dare I be so sloppy? I was streaming the previous 2 days, friend. I was streaming the previous 2 days. You just join the Discord. You'll get proper notifications. Unfortunately, Reddit removed the normal notification system they had. Love the theory about consciousness. Another dimension really makes more sense than anything else I've heard. Read. Not even another dimension. Something that is dimensionless. So even harder to wrap our heads around. It doesn't have dimension, right? It's like this infinite field of thing that is in everything, and then everything happens within that. If that makes sense. And I don't know anything. This is just my understanding of it. I love your panda hat. Yeah, me too. I'm so afraid to sweat into the panda hat because I love it too. You should get yourself like a swimmer's cap, dude. It's gonna be a little bit hectic. You might cook your brain, but I mean, if you really have to, don't worry. Use the things you love. Better than keeping them safe and unused. That's also true. That's also true. Rena coming in with some wise words of wisdom. Please ship me some pots. Like, you want a big one? You want one of those like really big pots? Like, unfortunately, like the lids are glass, and I'm not sure those ship too well. But where do you want me to ship them, dude? Can we talk about simulation theory on the podcast? Or was it a topic already that's been covered? We've talked about simulation theory, I think, the previous podcast. We had a chat about simulation theory, but we can definitely talk about it again. It's something that is fun to explore, even though it doesn't carry that much value at the end, like the grand scheme of things. It can still be a cool thought experiment. Do you have an exotic fruit planted out there? Yellow dragon fruit. It's great and the environment looks ideal. No, we do not. Not anything more exotic than pomegranates. We have some really bitter grapefruits and some lemons. They were supposed to be orange trees, but they like died at the top and the roots grow out. They kind of end them. I don't know what the English word for that is. Cut one tree's roots off, put another tree's top part on it, and then it uses that root system because lime trees or lemon trees have better root systems than orange trees. interestingly enough. But the orange tree dies on top of the lemon root system, and then the lemon root tree just kind of grew. So we have a bunch of lemons. What's the dog doing? She's just vibing. She's just vibing, playing with one of the other older dogs. Birds were loud when I typed my comment. Hey jij, is hij terug? Is hij terug? Alsjeblieft. Word je nou weer... Auw! If we are in a simulation, we must be in a hella boring, squishy meatbag DLC or something sad. Yo, think that the imagination of the design could outsurpass. Ah! Ooh! Ow! 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 Oh, it's a monster. What a monster. She's such a riot. Ow! 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 Hij is wegbijt. Auw. You want back for more? I agree with you though, Toasty. I believe, if anything, we are a part of the divine mind of God. And if that's a simulation, or an imagination, or a meditation, I don't think it matters as far as it matters that if we weren't loved enough, even be it in processing power of a simulation, we would not be. So here we are loved. Ik weet je zomaar terug. What? Oh! She's literally, look at her. Ouch! Oh! What the fuck? You see the teeth marks? Oh! It's just machine of an animal. Ugh. Like me and my brother were talking, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Like how feisty she is and her biting me like that and stuff, right? Like I'm a being significantly larger than her, right? She's literally alive by my mercy. And she's just like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna bite you. I'm gonna hurt you. I can do this. And then I'm just like, oh, you little. And then I imagine, like, if we were in that case, right? You know, if you extrapolate upwards, a being that is just so powerful that you're like going at it with all of your might, right? You have your arms around him, you're trying to throw him to the ground, and you're like just holding onto his arm. He's like, oh, you're so cute. Oh man, life is fantastic, especially because we get to share it with so many different divine beings. What happens when we die? I believe it all ends. And we never knew we were alive. It just ends. So friend, like the way that I feel about it is that this I experience is eternal and infinite and immortal. It's not something that ever goes away, right? It's just this constant transitioning, this flow of consciousness going through different beings, different states of being, you know, all of the rest. So I don't necessarily prescribe to the idea that it's just going to be like lights off. I think it's just going to be a constant melting of more wherever we go. Toasty, if you have Hulu, Watch Glitch in the Matrix. Ooh. Elon seems to think 99% chance we're living in a simulation. Like, it's more likely that we live in a simulation than it is that we're not living in a simulation because of the way that we understand computation. And if we look at our universe's way of computing things as well, on the subatomic level even, it's like it's mostly computation. It looks like computation, like yeses and nos, right? So in that case, in that understanding of it, maybe. But does it make a difference? What do you do if you start to lose the ability to be in the moment you are in? You come back to your breath, friend. You realize you can't breathe in the future, and you cannot breathe in the past. The only time that you can breathe is right now. It's that easy. It's that easy. Each of our experiences are an individual dimension in which the universe experiences itself. Perfect. Hey, continue. It's nice to have you here again, friend. How long has it been? Heading out for a bike ride. Have a fantastic day, friends, and look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow. We'll see you again. Hey, Mountain. It's nice to have you here, friend. Enjoy your ride, be safe, and don't forget to hydrate. That's a good advice. Don't forget to hydrate indeed, dude. Get some sunscreen on you as well. No bites. She was going for it. I kinda made my own picture of what you've said, of everything being connected. Interstellar on Netflix has a similar concept, that gravity is everywhere, and through another dimension, ghosts moving through in the first dimension. Yeah, ghosts, spirits, souls, deities, entities, whatever title you want to attach to it. Like, it's a way of understanding, but it's not one that I'm going to give all of my eggs to, if you will. I don't give my eggs to anyone. I just kind of put them places. I'm like, oh, look, this is a cool egg. Like, let's see. Let's see if it hatches or something. But not like just putting them all in the same place, right? I don't know anything. I'm always open to the truth. See what comes. You got a dog. Never seen her before. Small dogs are real devils. They can be, friend. She's a little machine. If I may offer unsolicited dog tips, anytime her teeth contact skin, let out a yelp like a dog and back up freezing in place looking at her. It's a kind of how dogs communicate and tell each other the other is playing too rough. Okay. I'll actually try that. Thank you, tech guy, for your unsolicited dog tips. I love that. Make a habit of that. It will help her socialize so she's not biting fellow dog friends when she plays. It's something that typically learn from the siblings when they're young. Yeah, like the thing is as well, the previous pup we had that was the same breed as her, like had in nature those traits as well, because they don't try to bite you. They kind of just put their mouths over you, right? And Kiko, he would even go as far as to like bring his canines to a point where they would overlap, like this, and then he would want you to put your fingers through that overlapping of canines and pick him up, and you can like carry him like this, and he wouldn't clench down on you. He would just kind of keep them overlapping so that he can hook onto you, and he'd be like, so like that's the weird thing about these dogs as well, is they have a very interesting nature. So maybe that's why I'm like allowing this behavior, because I knew he was the same way, also very feisty, and yeah, like I don't want to out feisty him at the end of the day, but I do understand what you're saying about like when potential friends come over and he's doing that to them as well. Maybe not something that they would appreciate. So, do you think we can stay connected to the ones we love after they leave this world? No, friend. I do not think that any more than I think that we're never separate from them, right? Because if they die, their bodies are becoming one with the earth again. We're not going to be any more separate from the earth than we are if we're like maybe out of space, for example. But if we're alive, if we're dead, we're still a part of this grand earth at the end of the day. And the consciousness that's experiencing it is eternal and, ever present in all of us. So in the nature of being the constant and conscious present experiencer, you can basically love your others even though they've passed away in the same way that you would love them if they were here. um its ability to play a bite, yes. It's the very first thing they need to learn. Hard to play, not hard to hurt. Yes, true. This is why, man, friends are joining as I'm trying to tune out. We've been streaming for 20 minutes longer than usual, but I've been having so much fun with you friends that I've not wanted to leave. This is why I have stayed believing in heaven, because I want to see my sister again. How do you feel or think about the connection with loved ones that pass? My uncle, not my uncle, my one of my friend's uncles yesterday passed away, but my grandpa passed away about 4 weeks ago now. About 4 weeks ago now. And it was not something I was prepared for, because my grandma has severe Alzheimer's and this was her husband. So in that nature, it was very hard for me to kind of come to terms with and understand why things were the way that they were. So yeah, friend, like I don't know exactly what to imbue upon you, other than I can give you a book recommendation. The Holy No, I'm joking. The Five Invitations by Frank Ostaseski. It's a book about a person that kind of opens a hospice and then takes a lot of people through the process of passing away. And through this process of realizing, impermanence, of realizing people's regrets in life, and then like kind of using that as a storytelling device. Like you literally see into people's lives, into their last days, into the things they had to say, into the way that they were, into the fears that they had, and you understand death from a very personal perspective in his writing. And I would highly recommend that book for you, friend. I had a friend, Aaron, recommend that book for me, and I was reading that before my grandpa passed away, and it helped me significantly. What's up, Melt? I'm doing well, Clap. I'm doing so well, friend. I'm trying to finish the comments though before we tune out. It was so nice to share this space with you. Oh, the sunset is awesome back there. I'm happy that you friends appreciate it. It really has such beautiful colors. We live in a beautiful world. What's your thoughts and ideas? The mother's love never truly leaves you. I do believe that, friend. I believe the love that your mother imbues upon you kind of continues to shine through you for the rest of your life as well. That's why I'm eternally grateful for my mother as well. A mother's love is eternal regardless of obstacles that come along the way. Absolutely. Look who's back. Look who's back. Back again. Kiki's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Now she wants to come and lay down. She's tired now. What's your thought? Oh, read that one. That's not true for all mothers. It's not true for all mothers as well. You're very right, Simon. Some mothers unfortunately beg to differ, but I trust those are in the minority. I hope so as well. Okay, bye. Do you get back to the essence after life? Very, very good question, Altec. But we'll have to answer it tomorrow. Altec. Oh, do you get back to the essence after life? I don't know, dude. I really I don't know anything. I don't want to leave you, friends, but I'm so tired. And I want to get this video up and running as well. Thanks for taking so much time with us, Estian. Best of care to you. Lots of love to all. Thank you, friend. Thank you so much for your presence as well. I appreciate you also so much. Dogs are so marvelous. They are little angels, actual little angels. Love and light to you, friends. Thank you so much for being here with me for as long as I was here with you. Love and light. I'll see you again tomorrow. Goodbye.